Hi, I'm Lilani. I'm 28, work as a graphic designer in Portland, and until 3 months ago, I thought I had a pretty normal family. Sure, my mom always favored my younger sister Marissa, but I figured that's just how some families work. I was wrong about a lot of things. Leilani, you're coming to the wedding, right? My best friend Jade asked over coffee one Tuesday morning. I ran into your future brother-in-law's parents at the grocery store yesterday. Of course I'm coming. Why wouldn't I be? Jade's face went pale. Oh no. Oh, Leilani, I thought you knew. Knew what? Jade, you're scaring me. They told me they were so sorry for your family's loss. They said your mom told them you passed away last year in a car accident. I actually laughed. That's insane. Why would mom tell them that? I don't know, but they seemed pretty convinced. They even said they sent your mom a sympathy card. They asked how your mother was coping. Coping with what? I'm sitting right here. I know, I was so confused. I said I'd just seen you last week, and they looked at me like I'd seen a ghost. My hands started shaking. Jade, Marissa's wedding is in 2 weeks. I've been texting her about my bridesmaid dress. She never said anything. Have you talked to your mom recently? Not since last month. She called to tell me not to bring a +1 because they were trying to keep numbers down. The pieces started clicking together. She told me there wasn't room at the main family table, so I'd be sitting with some distant cousins I've never met. Leilani, that's messed up. Like, really messed up. It's worse than that. She's been distancing me from the wedding for months. Every time I asked about details, she'd say Marissa was handling it. I pulled out my phone and called Marissa. It rang 4 times before she picked up. Hey, what's up? My sister's voice sounded nervous. Marissa, did mom tell David's parents I'm dead? Silence. Marissa. Look, I didn't know she was going to do that, okay? She just said it would be easier if... Easier? Easier? She told people I'm dead! You're going to make a scene, Leilani. You always make everything about you. David's family is very traditional, and mom thought, what could I possibly do that's worse than existing? You know what you did! The Facebook post about Uncle Jerry's business! The argument at Thanksgiving! You embarrass us! I exposed Uncle Jerry for running a pyramid scheme, and that Thanksgiving argument was mom screaming at me for being late when my car broke down. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You can't just let things go. David's family is very proper, and mom didn't want you causing drama. So she killed me off instead? Don't be so dramatic. I'm the dramatic one? Marissa, she told them I died. I have to go. We're doing a final dress fitting. Don't you dare hang up on me. She hung up. Jade reached across the table and grabbed my hand. What are you going to do? I'm going to that wedding. Your mom's going to lose it. Good. Let her explain to 200 guests why her dead daughter just showed up. I spent the next week gathering information. First stop was my Aunt Caroline, mom's sister, who actually liked me. Caroline, did you know about this? I asked when I showed up at her house. Know about what, honey? Mom told Marissa's in-laws I'm dead. Caroline's coffee cup stopped halfway to her mouth. She... what? Told them I died in a car accident last year. That woman has finally lost her mind. Caroline set down her cup. Okay, explain everything. I told her the whole story. When I finished, Caroline was pacing her kitchen. I knew your mother was controlling, but this is beyond the pale. What are you going to do? I'm going to the wedding. I want you there too. I need witnesses. Leilani, sweetheart, are you sure? Your mother will absolutely flip. That's the point. She needs to face what she's done. I'll be there. And I'm bringing your cousin Marcus. He's good with his phone camera. Thank you. I need people who'll back me up when mom tries to spin this. She's going to say you're being vindictive. Let her. The truth is on my side. Next, I called David's parents directly. Mrs. Peterson answered. Hello? Mrs. Peterson, this is Leilani Chen, Marissa's sister. The line went silent for a long moment. I'm sorry, who? Leilani, I understand my mother told you I passed away. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're alive. Very much so. I'm sorry for the shock. But your mother, she sent us pictures of your funeral. She cried on the phone about losing you. She talked about how hard it was to plan a wedding while grieving. My stomach dropped. She did what? She showed us photos. There was a casket, flowers, everything. We sent a donation to a grief counseling charity in your name. Mrs. Peterson, I don't know whose funeral that was, but it wasn't mine. I'm alive, and I plan to attend the wedding. Does Marissa know you're alive? She does. She's known the whole time. Mrs. Peterson's voice hardened. I see. Mr. Peterson and I will be very interested to hear the explanation for this. This is fraud, young lady. Actual fraud. I know. I'm so sorry you were deceived. Don't apologize for your mother's actions. We'll see you at the wedding. I also called my former college roommate, Rachel, who works as a paralegal. Rachel, hypothetically, if someone fakes another person's death, is that illegal? Depends on the context. Why would someone do that? To exclude them from a family event. That's twisted, but probably not illegal unless they filed false death certificates or committed fraud. Did money change hands? They accepted a charity donation under false pretenses. Oh, that's different. That could be fraud. Who did this? My mother. Jesus, Leilani, your family is wild. Tell me about it. I'm going to confront her at the wedding. Do it publicly. Make sure everyone knows what she did. People like that count on shame and silence. That's the plan. The day before the wedding, my mom finally called me. Leilani, I heard you've been stirring up trouble. Trouble? You mean telling the truth about being alive? Don't be smart with me. You're not coming to this wedding. Actually, I am. I've already confirmed with the venue. I'll have security remove you. On what grounds? That I'm supposed to be dead? Please try. I'd love to see you explain that. You're going to ruin your sister's special day. No, Mom. You already did that. I'm just going to show up and let everyone see what you've done. If you come to that wedding, you are no longer my daughter. Funny. I thought I was already dead. Pick a lane, Mom. She hung up. I smiled. Tomorrow was going to be interesting. I arrived at the wedding venue 30 minutes before the ceremony. Jade, Caroline, and Marcus were already there, positioned strategically throughout the space. The moment I walked into the lobby, I heard my mother's voice. You! What are you doing here? Every head in the lobby turned. Mom stormed toward me, her face purple with rage. Marissa appeared from a side room, still in her getting-ready robe. Leilani, please leave, Marissa begged. Please, not today. No? You're going to ruin everything. I'm not ruining anything. I'm just existing. Mrs. Peterson emerged from another doorway with her husband. Actually, we'd like to hear why you told us this young woman was dead, Margaret. Mom's face went white. I can explain. Please do, Mr. Peterson said coldly. Because we donated $500 to a grief counseling charity in her name. You what? I turned to stare at my mother. It was a misunderstanding, Mom stammered. A misunderstanding? Mrs. Peterson's voice rose. You showed us funeral photos. You cried about losing your daughter. David appeared, looking confused. What's going on? Why is everyone shouting? Your fiancé and her mother told my parents I was dead so I wouldn't come to your wedding, I said clearly. That's not... Marissa? David turned to my sister. I didn't know she was going to go that far. Marissa's eyes filled with tears. I just told Mom that Leilani might cause problems and I decided to solve it, Mom interrupted. Leilani has always been difficult. She embarrasses this family. I did what I had to do to protect Marissa's special day. By faking my death? I stepped closer to her. By accepting money from people who thought they were honoring a deceased person? You're being dramatic. I'm being dramatic? You photoshopped funeral pictures. Those were from your grandmother's funeral. I just cropped them. The lobby had filled with guests now, all watching our family implode. Mrs. Chen, Mr. Peterson said icily, we want our donation refunded. Immediately. And we want an explanation, Mrs. Peterson added. What kind of mother does this? The kind who knows her daughter is a troublemaker, Mom shouted. Leilani ruins everything she touches. She's selfish, she's disruptive, and she doesn't deserve to be here. Mom, please stop, Marissa whispered. No! I've protected you from her your whole life. She's jealous of you. She always has been. I'm not jealous, I said quietly. I'm hurt. You erased me. You told people I was dead rather than have me at a family event. Because you would have ruined it, just like you're ruining it now. I'm not ruining anything. I'm just existing. And apparently that's too much for you to handle. Mom lunged at me, grabbing my arm hard enough to leave marks. Get out! Get out! David pulled her back. Mrs. Chen, stop! But Mom wasn't done. She shoved me backward into a decorative table, sending a vase crashing to the floor. I'll call the police, the venue manager said, phone already out. Good, I said, rubbing my arm where bruises were already forming. I want this documented. Mom's face transformed from rage to panic. Leilani, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Don't you dare apologize now. I'm your mother. You have to forgive me. No, actually, I don't. You don't get to abuse me and then demand forgiveness. But we're family. Family forgives. You declared me dead, Mom. You don't get to play the family card now. The police arrived within 10 minutes. I showed them the bruises on my arm and the security camera footage the venue manager pulled up. 6 witnesses gave statements about Mom's assault. Ma'am, we're going to need you to come with us, the officer said to my mother. This is ridiculous. She's my daughter. I barely touched her. You shoved her into furniture and grabbed her hard enough to leave visible bruising. That's assault. Marissa, tell them, Mom pleaded. Tell them she's exaggerating. My sister stood frozen, David's arm around her shoulders. I saw what happened, Mom. You did push her. You ungrateful... Ma'am, anything else you say can be used against you. I suggest you stop talking. They led my mother out in handcuffs. The wedding was postponed. Mr. and Mrs. Peterson stood in the lobby, looking shell-shocked. We're so sorry, Mrs. Peterson said to me. We had no idea. It's not your fault. You were lied to. We'd still like that donation refunded, though. We'll be speaking to the charity about the fraud. Absolutely. Do whatever you need to do. David approached me cautiously. Leilani, I'm sorry. I should have questioned things when Marissa told me you weren't close. Did she tell you I was dead too? No, she just said you probably wouldn't come. I didn't know about any of this, I swear. You're marrying into a mess, David. Think hard about that. Marissa finally spoke up. Leilani, I'm so sorry. I should have stopped her. I should have told you. You're right. You should have. Can we talk? Can we fix this? Maybe someday. But not today. Not until you really understand what you both did to me. I do understand. Please, you're my sister. Then act like it. Until then, we're done. I turned to leave. Caroline and Marcus flanked me, Jade joining us at the door. That was brutal, Marcus said once we were outside. It needed to happen, Caroline replied. Margaret needed to face consequences for once in her life. Do you think she'll learn anything from this? Jade asked. Probably not, I said. But at least everyone knows the truth now. My phone buzzed. Rachel had texted. Saw Marcus's video. That's assault and battery. You pressing charges? I typed back. Already filed a report. Good. Also, the Petersons can file fraud charges for the charity donation. Want me to connect them with someone? Please. Over the next week, the fallout continued. Mom was charged with assault and battery. The Petersons filed fraud complaints. The charity demanded return of their donation plus damages. Marissa and David postponed the wedding indefinitely, while David's family reconsidered the union. Mom tried calling me 17 times. I blocked her number. She sent Aunt Caroline to plead her case. Your mother is devastated, Caroline told me over coffee 2 weeks later. Good. Leilani, she's still your mother. No, she's the person who gave birth to me and then spent 28 years making me feel like I didn't matter. She literally declared me dead rather than deal with my existence. I'm done, Caroline. What about Marissa? What about her? She knew. She could have stopped it and she chose not to. People make mistakes. This wasn't a mistake. This was a calculated decision to erase me. And I'm not going to forgive that just because they're family. Your mother wants to talk to you. She says she's willing to go to therapy. I don't care what she's willing to do. It doesn't change what she did. She's on probation, Leilani. She lost her job over the assault charge. Isn't that enough? That's not my problem. She made her choices. These are the consequences. Caroline sighed. You're really not going to give her another chance? She had 28 years of chances. She used them all up. 3 months later, I'm building a life that doesn't include my mother or sister. I have friends who value me. I have Aunt Caroline and Marcus, who stood by me when it mattered. I have peace. Mom took a plea deal for the assault charge and is on probation. She has to pay restitution and attend anger management classes. The fraud investigation is ongoing, and the charity is pursuing civil action. Marissa sends me emails sometimes. Long ones, full of apologies and explanations. I don't read them. I archive them unread. David called me once. I broke off the engagement, he said. My parents couldn't get past what your mother did, and honestly, neither could I. Marissa knew the whole time, and she let it happen. I'm sorry, I told him. Don't be. You saved me from making a huge mistake. I'm not dead. I'm not erased. And I'm never letting anyone make me invisible again. So here's my question. Have you ever had a family member try to exclude you from something important? How did you handle it? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this.